digitization is happening across. What is the digital transformation is happening? That is a big question. We are looking towards such kind of processes where at his comfort, he can just click the buttons, he can register for some programs, he can get all those facilities available in the institution. Holistic experience for faculty, the data-driven approach which we are designing for our management so that their office, they can see or visualize what is happening and how it is progressing. Any solution when we are taking, we have to make sure that that solution should be backed by great platform or a strong OEM.
Hello and welcome to CIO News. I am Khushbu Soni, your host for the broadcast and founder at CIO News. This is our exclusive interview series, and our today's topic is digital transformation, opportunity and challenges in the education sector. And I'm very excited to invite my guest. I have Sandeep Bansal, the Chief Information Officer at Manipal Academy of Higher Education. Sandeep is a seasoned tech leader with 20 plus years of experience. Throughout his career, Sandeep has successfully spearheaded numerous digital transformation initiatives across diverse industries such as IT/ITES, oil and gas, transportation, manufacturing, and higher education. Sandeep, it is an absolute pleasure to have you today, and I am really looking forward to having this conversation and learn from your perspectives on how the education sector is transforming digitally.
Yeah, I'm equally grateful to you, Khushbu, and CIO News for giving me this opportunity. And I feel these kind of engagements help fellow CIOs to understand how we are progressing and what kind of new opportunities are coming in. So I'm grateful and thankful to all of you for giving me this opportunity to be present on CIO News and put my perspective on the digital transformation in higher education.
Thank you so much, Sandeep. Thank you. See, to begin with, if you can share some of the trends of digital transformation in the education sector and how is it affecting the entire sector?
So, Khushbu, there are two things which I will like to position. Digitization and digital transformation are two different things. So, I feel in education sector post-pandemic, institutions are adopting digitization and they want to ensure they are fully transformed. But the big question is that digitization is happening across. What is the digital transformation is happening? That is a big question.
Right.
Because digitization is about creating a process digitized. But transformation, where you ensure the end to end process is being automated with the right of integration and tools being in present. So, the current trend is a lot of digitization happening, but for digital transformation, we are working on it, and there are a few institutions. They have taken a call and they are working on it very closely.
Sure, sure. Yes, I think very rightly mentioned, Sandeep. It's two different things. When we talk about digitization as well as digital transformation, right? They're two different things. One is deploying technologies or going on cloud, is digitization is what I understand. And digital transformation is running your entire business digitally. Right. And that's the transformation that I believe is what industry is going forward. There are a lot of digital born companies as well. That's when the edtechs come in picture, right? So yeah, maybe if you can share some perspectives, what opportunities, will digital transformation open for the education sector in the 2024?
So, Khushbu, I will put this way. What happens is when we talk about edtech, now edtech and higher education are two different aspects.
Yeah.
EdTech is more or less is providing an extra education or upskilling current student for their career growth, or maybe they add certain value by giving them some professional courses. However, higher education is about transforming his career. It means he actually shaping him from undergraduate to making a graduate and providing him those degrees and required diplomas which is required to important for their career perspective. Now, when we look towards opportunities with digital transformation in higher education, to be very honest, nowadays when students are admissions, which is happening, or whatever the process being used in higher education, all is kind of a sort of manual. I will say when we talk initially, it was you are having a blackboard and you are using a chalk and writing and giving the classes, which moved from there to a whiteboard, and from whiteboard it moved towards the projectors. But now, when you move towards projector to system having interactive boards, all the data stored in a DMS application, learning management system is available, plus ensuring that student can sit and attend this class sitting at home. So we are looking towards a 360-degree learning curve where student is present in the class or not present in the class, he should be able to attend the lecture. In case he missed the lecture, that lecture is recorded and he can watch it a later time.
Correct.
So that his time should not be wasted, right? His learning should not go waste. He should be ensured because you never know for what reason he could not attend the class.
Yeah.
This is one aspect of it. But if you see another aspect is that the kind of data is driven during this entire career of a student while he's studying in the institution, data is required for various analytics to understand what is working, what is not working, right? Even we will be able to analyze the kind of performance our faculties are doing and kind of lectures they are delivering. So they also understand where they need to improve, where they not. Similarly, when student is attending the class, he can also have this analytics. So it is holistic beneficial for all the stakeholders, whether it is management, from understanding the progress of the institution, from the educator to understand his performance, and for the parent and student to see whether how much time I have invested in the university, school, or college, and what is the outcome I'm getting out of it.
Right.
So these are the various aspects. So it is not only about the operations; it is also about the capturing his academic performance and giving him a right shape.
Great, excellent. And if you can probably share what kind of transformation that you are foreseeing in 2024, that'd be great insights.
Yeah. So, Khushbu, we are looking towards there is any solution in digital transformation when you start with. We have a framework. We should follow some framework
Yeah.
because you cannot you do anything just thinking of I feel this is good, so I will implement it. That doesn't work, right?
Right, right,
So framework has been designed after a lot of study, understanding by the experts in the industry. They understand that this should be the way something has to be adopted or something has to be implemented. All the frameworks are usually flexible, right? So frameworks are just a guiding line or guiding principle on your work. So understanding a framework of digital higher education digital transformation, we have outlined our strategy, what should be the right solution which can be captured at the student acquisition level, because student when he comes for admission and getting enrolled at that time there are a lot of engagements are required, a
right,
lot of interaction is required from his onboarding till his offboarding, which is a long period program, maybe of 3 year 4 year 5 year. Depending on that, his entire journey of that learning stage can be captured.
right.
Plus, evaluation assessment is a very important part. So, we want to give a good experience to the students. So we're trying to create an experience where a student who is attending the university or his learning in today's age, he don't want to go out to take food, right? He would
Correct.
like to order on Zomato and order it. So how can I expect him to pick a form from one location, go to another office, fill it up, and then submit it back to that place, and then go a signature from the parent? Not possible.
Right,
So he will not run pillar to post. We are looking towards such kind of processes where at the at his comfort he can just click the buttons, he can register for some programs, he can get all those facilities available in the institution. Holistic experience of faculty, the data driven approach which we are designing for our management, so that from their office they can see or visualize what is happening and how it is progressing, so they can drill down up to a single student as well as they can see the holistic view of the entire institution as well.
Excellent. I think that's a great vision, Sandeep. I'm sure, with this, there will be a lot of challenges as well. So, maybe if you can throw some of the challenges that you're facing in this transformation journey that you are in, and that is expected even by the sector in 2024. Maybe some of the challenges you can highlight and how those can be overcome.
The biggest challenge is that people from industry, I will say industry, the IT industry, they are, I don't know, they are afraid, but I don't see many people there joining and interested towards education sector, because without having the right set of people, bringing these kind of transformation become a challenge.
Yeah.
Second part is there are always two factors in transformation. One is the backend infrastructure and another is the application. So when you go towards the application side, so many solutions are not available. Those are solutions, those are available in the market nowadays. They are usually having some features available, but those feature doesn't work everywhere. So you mean, so one size fits to all doesn't work. So
Yeah.
example, a solution which is good for a school, primary school, may not be good for a secondary school, or higher education is totally a different sector altogether, because
True.
we have trimester, semester, and diploma, degree, and with NEP there are going to be multiple exit and multiple entry processes as well. So I look forward to having a strong players, because Indian education system is very very strong. We have more than 1,000 plus universities in India, and the lot of large players, they should come back with a strong platform based solutions,
Yeah.
because product based solutions sometimes doesn't work for certain institutions. So platform based solutions, those can be helpful for building a solution which can be a tailor made solution for a university, and they will be able to adopt it. So the first challenge is not having the right set of solutions available. So if solution is not available, we have to craft a solution, and then we have to go and get this adopted with our stakeholders, because they are tech savvy up to using a mobile app. They can use any application, but
Yeah.
if I'm expecting them to do something extra, then my expectation is wrong. These are the things which I feel which is important as of today.
Got it. Got it. A wonderful insight, Sandeep. I have one more question. What
Sure.
are the top technologies, or maybe if you can share some of the use cases, that can be used for digital transformation in the education sector in the years to come?
So, if I say about the use cases, first of all, that when you're talking about any solution, right? I am sorry, I may not be able to take some of the products name.
Yeah.
Reason because I cannot be biased, right?
Right.
So I will suggest that any solution when we are taking, we have to make sure that that solution should be backed by great platform or a strong OEM,
Yeah.
because any implementation of such size and scale takes time. Okay.
True.
And after implementation of say a year or two, and you land up a place where you feel that there's no place to return, and it becomes very difficult. Starting from zero, it becomes a very very challenging. So the solution has to be platform based, supported by OEM. Secondly, the partners, those are working with us, definitely those partners are very very strong support in drafting the right solution.
Yeah.
But end of the day, we have need to develop in-house team. So practically, that becomes very, very impossible for any institution, because, to be very honest, it may be looking alike, but higher education or any education institution, if you see, the cash flow is always a challenge.
Yeah.
So it becomes very difficult for us to invest like an enterprise account, right?
True.
So then building a team in-house can help us to overcome this cost optimization part of it.
Right.
And lastly, when I say on the solution front, is that choose your product very wisely, because if you're not going to evaluate or do a proper testing before selecting your product, we may land up paying a good amount, and then the lot of efforts, energy to implementing that solution brings up a negative outcome, and that is very, very problematic, because entire thought process of digital transformations collapse over there. I've seen many solutions which has been implemented by many colleges and universities. They are running in silos, and due to which they are not able to generate the right set of data. And when the right set of data is not generated, the reports and dashboards which is required to take a decision making for the management, it becomes very, very challenging. So right set of partner, OEM, product has to be chosen, or if required, take a consultation from somebody who can guide you with the right product.
Right.
So these are certain things which I feel is very important, and many things happen when we try to hire a small time companies or maybe a startup, because if you see, security has become a challenge.
Yeah.
The other day we were talking with somebody about DPDP. Now they are not even following the other security practices. And in the institution like us, the new policy is going to be very important, because we are dealing with student and we are going to have a lot of data for the student.
Correct.
And we have to be very, very careful that the data security can be a challenge. So
True.
that is the answer.
Absolutely, absolutely, and very well covered, Sandeep. Sandeep, I want to ask you one more question. If you can share some insights for the students who will watch this video in terms of what they can expect in terms of the technology advancements and the digital transformation that Manipal Academy of Higher Education is focusing on. So what is that they can expect in the coming years?
So I can assure you for that, a student will be having a great experience while they are going to onboard, take admission in the institution. We are looking towards minimizing the time taken from students' application submission till his own boarding in the campus. Also, we are trying to assure the information flow to the students are seamless, so that they should not miss anything which is required from them. In many cases, we are putting on notice board and other locations, but we are trying to reach out to each and every student, ensuring all the notification and alerts are being on their mobile, so that it becomes very easy. And the application, whatever they are using, it will become so seamless. With one portal, they will be able to access every information required for them. They can required information or raising any consent. So I mean to say, if they have to send a request, if they have to raise, I may say, complaint as well, send a feedback.
Yeah.
So those all things will be so seamless that they will be able to do it from their mobile itself. And it will become very, very easy, not only for them, even for their parents. They can also, if I say one more part here, I would like to add lecture recording, the extra
Yes.
e-learning platforms, the MOOC platforms. Not only this, we are also looking towards, there are certain benefits which comes to us from various OEM. If a student want to buy something and they give on a special pricing, we are also trying to ensure that is available direct on their portal, so that they know if they want to buy something and special offers are going for student, they can fetch it.
Right.
And all this thing is being provided purely for greater experience from our side, so that the student those are studying in Mahe, they should feel the difference what they are getting as a student from the campus.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, Sandeep. I think it was a great conversation. Thank you for joining CIO News, sharing your vision, the transformation work that you've been doing. Excellent. And I look forward to having many more conversations with you in the future on various other topics.
Thank you, Khushbu, and I can assure you, once we do it, you will love to come back to the college again and to join it.
Sure, would love to.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sandeep.